Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about the Zane Navratil ProXR pickleball paddle. Stay tuned if you want to find out about it. One thing I like about ProXR pickleball is that they have different paddles. They have paddles that are designed for continental grips. They have paddles that are designed for Eastern grips with different handle shapes. And then they've got these two shapes. So not one of their paddle styles is identical. They are unique in all ways. And so I think that's always worth talking about in a pickleball space where uniqueness isn't necessarily the most sought after attribute of a paddle company. They really just want to make their money and they want to do something that everybody else is doing, hence all the carbon face paddles out there. So this is another carbon face paddle. This is using the T700 carbon fiber material, which, you know, carbon fiber material does matter. I don't care what other people say about it. I'm going to be doing a segment about this and we'll go over the why I believe that they're wrong if they think that carbon fiber doesn't matter. I believe John Q did a great job talking about this also in his review on it. This Zane Navratil carbon 16mm is called the standard. Now what they've done differently than the 14 is they changed the body shape. So we're going more towards a traditional wider body shape with a short handle. So this only has a 5-inch handle. So first off, if you like the longer handles, you can see the ProXR 14mm one has a 5.75-inch handle, actually a 6-inch handle, and this guy here has a 5-inch handle. This is not going to be comfortable for the two-handed backhand. So if you like a two-handed backhand, this paddle would not be the one for you. But if you like the shorter handles and you like a lot of surface to work with, I tell you what, this paddle is a lot of sweet spot. Now, this is not thermoformed. This is not unibody construction. This is a traditional polypropylene paddle, and it has a large sweet spot. This only has a 4-inch circumference handle. So it is a smaller square handle. You can still feel the bevels. The bevels are pretty pronounced on this, but it feels like a smaller handle. So women, you would feel comfortable with this paddle in your hands. Comes at about 8.2 ounces. It is a 16 by 8, so 16 by 8-inch paddle. What they've done for improvements is, like I said, not a thermoformed unibody construction paddle, but it does have foam around the edges. So what they've done is they put foam around the edges here, just like the old Electrums used to do. Electrum was one of the first paddles to start doing that to help dampen it. It definitely makes the sweet spot larger, makes this thing a lot more comfortable. And I've always liked the carbon fiber material face on this. Like, it is using the T700, which it says it's using one of the top of the lines T700. We'll go into that later, but it has plenty of spin on this. I found that I could just pick this paddle up. It fit right around with the other paddles of its like even the thermoformed ones. I like the way this paddle felt. Defensively was very amazing defensive paddle. I was able to reset from the kitchen. I was able to reset from no man's land. Anything that involved touch, this paddle was very performant in that regard. And especially in the defensive nature, like fast hands at the net, because it's only 8.2 ounces, it was much faster at the net. And I like this body shape. I tend to go more towards the elongated shape because I like taking the ball out of the air, but I love this body shape and have played many, many paddles like this body shape historically. Drives, now this is not a power paddle. So if you need the paddle to do work for you, this is not going to be the paddle for you. This is a control paddle. If you generate your own pop, then this paddle you're not going to have a problem with. I think this paddle really, really shines in the dink paddles. At the kitchen line, I was able to carve the ball. I was able to just do my alphabet game. I was able to just do some toenail clipping, you know, able to hit any part of their body when I was able to speed the ball up. So this paddle really was almost like catching and throwing the ball at the kitchen line, and I really liked it. But I found like this paddle was an extension of my hand. I felt like I could just really place the ball anywhere I wanted. Now, I've been saying that a lot lately on some of these paddles I've been reviewing, but I truly believe that when you can pick up a paddle and you know exactly how close to the line you're going to be, that's a great paddle to play with. So this paddle is definitely for the control player that wants an all-around versatile paddle that doesn't need a whole lot of help from the paddle. So good job, ProXR. I'd like to also see the Zane Navratil, the 14 millimeter. I'd like to see the other shape, the elongated shape in the 16 millimeter, just because I like that shape. I think its construction is a little bit stiffer and a little bit less forgiving, but I think it has merit at a 16 millimeter. But this paddle here, great paddle to put in the bag. It's only $209, and with the Pirate discount, you get an additional 10% on top of that. You can get that in the description below. And if you don't like ProXR and you want to try one of the other carbon face ones we reviewed, you can check them out here. Yeah, you can check them out.